Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We're live at Ruth's Stitchery, and if you couldn't tell by our little teaser video, I'm so excited to show you this line. However, before we jump into what's in these boxes, I just wanted to remind everybody that there is still time to join our Show Us Your Passion challenge. And so if you're little refresher on how this challenge is working, or if you have not heard about it before, we are doing a challenge that includes the color of the year from Kona Cotton, which is called Crush. It is this beautiful red pink color, and you can either buy basically a half charm pack, which is the 5-inch squares of the color of the year, or we do have it on the bolt. You can buy yardage for it, but really there's not a whole lot of rules. It's basically you purchase either the charm pack or some yardage. This fabric has to be somewhere in your quilt, and your quilt is 36 inches square or smaller. You have until June 15th to bring it back, finish, and basically you give it a title. They're gonna hang in the store for a month, and our customers get to vote on their favorite. So it won't have your name on the front, it'll just have what you've named your quilt, and they'll be voting for a month, and then we have lots of great prizes for our winners, gift certificates to the store. We are also this time doing a virtual challenge. So if you do not live here in Colorado and you would like to participate, you can purchase this charm pack or the yardage on our website, and then you can just send us a really good picture of your quilt before June 15th. We'll print that picture out, and there'll be a whole different section for the virtual participants, and people will vote on those as well. So just wanted to remind everybody there's still time, and it's Show Us Your Passion. What makes you happy? You can really go in any direction with that theme. So you can get creative, or you can use a pattern that's already out there. So that is our challenge. These are at our front register for you, and then of course we have it on the bolt. Are we ready? We have been waiting and waiting. I'm trying to remember, we did a video and our Free Spirit rep actually had an appointment with us that morning, and this is what she was showing us. She had it on the cards. This is Everglow and her neon true colors. I can't wait to show it to you up close and personal, but I feel like it was forever ago when we actually placed the order for this fabric. And then of course she was promoting it in Houston at the quilt market in November. And I told her we had bought 3 case packs of it, and she looked at me and said, 3? I'm like, yep. So I can't wait to show you. We're gonna just dig in. We've got a long table here with all these boxes, and I thought we would just go ahead and get started. I will mention this at the end too, but this fabric's not checked in yet, so it is not available for you just yet. We'll do our best to try to get it checked in as quickly as possible, and we do have some people who have asked us to give them a call when it comes in. So if you didn't know, we don't necessarily do pre-orders, but if you want to ask us if we're getting a line, you can tell us, hey, I want to know when it comes in. That's sort of our way of doing some pre-orders, and if we have several people, we call all of those people first, let them know that it's available, give them a couple of days to come in and purchase. So it's sort of like the VIP, little VIP grouping that gets a day or two to buy first. So that is available for anybody who wants to, for any line, any designer. If we're getting the line, you can just tell us. So we'll be calling those people who have asked to know when this is coming. If you're watching the video, hey, guess what? It's here. So we'll give you a couple of days to purchase, and then it will be out on the floor. So we will do all of that as soon as we can. All right, let's get started. Oh my gosh, this is just fantastic. Okay, So if you remember, her Everglow line was a little bit safari-esque in that she chose animals that you would see, I guess, in Africa. So here we go. Here is the giraffe, which I think it's hilarious. She names her one's really funny. Oh, it's not on here. This is something about the neck. Let's remember what it is. Shoot. Something that's like I'm all neck or something like that is the name of this neck. I'll tell you in a second, but let me open this up so you can see. Look at these giraffes. Oh, it'll tell me right here. Neck for days is what this one is called. So she's done these in a couple different colorways. So this is one of them. And as we go on, you'll see some others. But look at the detail in the giraffe. It's just, oh my gosh. Even if you're not a Tula fan or you don't, this isn't your style, you wouldn't make a quilt with this fabric, you have to appreciate her creativity. Her artwork is just fantastic. And the way she puts colors together is just fantastic. So here is one of the neck for days, is our giraffe. Okay, next up is the hippo. The hippo is called My Hippos Don't Lie. Any Shakira fans out there? My hips don't lie. So this is My Hippos Don't Lie. And this is, oh my gosh, this is probably one of my favorites. If you guys get up close on that, so you can see that you've got the reflection of the hippo from the water, but then she's got the hippo doing all kinds of different things. Butterflies, birds on top of them. And of course, this is one of my favorite colors. That aqua is, I love. So My Hippos Don't Lie. Oh my gosh, so much fun. All right, what's next? We've got the elephants. This one I know is called All Ears for the elephants. I just love it. Look at the detail on that. So this is all, I'm pretty sure, All Ears is what, yep, All Ears is what this one is called. I mean, look at the flowers. The flowers printed on the elephant. Super, super fun. Super fun. And I actually have started making something with this. We were fortunate enough to get a fat quarter bundle of this line. And so Ori and I split it up, and I forgot to bring it in here. The quilt that I started is in the office. I needed borders, so you can't get borders out of a fat quarter bundle. So my quilt is almost done, but I need to put some borders on it, and I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that is just repeats in there. So, oh my gosh, okay. Here is the lion. And I don't remember what she called this one, but we're gonna find out here in a second. Look at this lion. This is called Good Hair Day. So here is the lion in this colorway. And you can see on these that I'm showing you that she has gone with kind of these neon fluorescent almost colors that she is just having little tiny bits of those in the fabric, which you're gonna see is then gonna coordinate with her neon true colors that we haven't even gotten to yet, but you'll see those colors, and I just think it's just so much fun. But yeah, Good Hair Day. Don't we all want a good hair day? Here is the lions. Okay, I think, oh, here's the other lion colorway. So let me take this one out. This is the other colorway of the lion. It's the kind of aquas and greens. And what I mentioned in the beginning is one of those things that I appreciate so much about what she does is how she puts color together. You know, because some would look and go, oh, like that aqua and that pink and red, I wouldn't put those together. But then you look at it here and it just works. A little splash of yellow, it just works. And then when you kind of see it with all the others. So that is the other good hair day. All right, so the rest of that is repeat. Okay, so here is the other colorway of the giraffes. So neck for days. Is the other colorway of, oops, it's upside down. Let me fix that. There you go, neck for days. Here's the other colorway. And I mean, of course, the artwork is just as spectacular. It's identical, but how different it looks in a different colorway. And then these pops of purple and aqua coming out from behind. I just love it. Love, love. Right. Okay, and the other colorway of the hippo I saw in here. So here is the other colorway of the hippo. So we saw it in the aqua, and then here is the pink. Like, look at that neon fluorescent pink color. And something I didn't notice as much on the aqua is where you see all this neon, it's little fish that are swimming around the hippo. Oh, I just think it's so cute. I love that you can see their bodies under the water. It's so fun. So my hippos don't lie. This is the other colorway. So we're still looking for the elephant other colorway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it was this pink. So I think it's in here also. I saw it all the way at the bottom. Here is the other colorway of all ears, which is the blue elephants. So much fun. I think this is the colorway I was working with in the quilt that I did, was the blue. And if you watch Tula's videos that she does weekly on Instagram, you know, she's always showing you up close her designs, but she's also kind of talks about her process. But one of the things I also love about how she designs fabric is she does design for the quilter, because she knows when you look at a fabric like this, you want maybe to fussy cut that one elephant or that one element out. And so she knows, and she has talked about how over the time she's kind of developed that into when her artwork becomes fabric, that she wants them spaced out enough, because she knows that a quilter wants to get as much as they possibly can out of the yardage that they have. And so she spaces them enough that I can fussy cut this one and not worry about cutting into another one. So she tries to do that in each of her at least her current lines over the last few years, she's really paid attention to the spacing and the scale of her fabrics, specifically for quilters who may want to fussy cut or make a bag and be able to center something right in the center of that bag. So I don't know, you want to get a close-up of the different colorways of the, I guess I could move my coffee out of the way. Here we go. So there we go. We've got our two elephants, the pink and the purple. Maybe this will be a little bit easier. So pink and purple. We've got aqua and pink for our hippos. We've got kind of the purple and pink, and then pinks and greens of our neck for days. And then here are the two colorways of our lions. And you can see that she puts little elements of color in there, so no matter which direction you go, you can put these lions with these elephants, but you could also put these lions with the blue elephants because she's got little elements of those colors in all. All right. So this is her, what she is calling Everglow. So then what we're going to get into is the neon true colors that she has created to go with this line, the coordinates. And so we've got stripes, we've got dots, and we've got her, is it fairy flakes?
Fairy frost, I think.
Fairy frost, fairy flakes. And so I'm going to show you those. So let's start with these neon stripes. And what she has done, and you'll, I'll try to see if I can show this to you as I'm pulling them out. This kind of grayish taupey color that she's got in here is what she is considering her background. Like that is her neutral. And so it certainly is a neutral when you're coming next to really, really bright colors. And what she's done with these coordinates is she's kind of done a light, a medium, and a dark. And so you will see that along the way where I believe this is considered the medium here, where here is one of the fairy flakes, I think is what this is called, where you can see that this grayish background is a little bit lighter, but I think it's better if I show you the colorways next to each other. So as I open these and you can see the different colorways. So this will make more sense. Let me pull this pink one out. So she's taking her, I'm gonna see if it is called fairy flakes, or if I keep thinking, yes, fairy flakes. So if you're familiar with her previous fairy flakes, these designs were much smaller on the 45-inch width fabric. She had done the large fairy flakes on the wide back. And so she probably had a lot of people say, oh, I love the scale on the wide back. And so she has created it in the 45. So let me move this one out of the way. And you can kind of see, do you see that neutral background is lighter here and darker on this one? And then there will be a polka dot that goes with this that I will show you as we open. So let me see if I have any blue. I've got the green fairy flakes in here. So let me get that open so you can see that. So there is fairy flakes in the neon green. Here it is in that neon blue. I just think of the little highlighter pack you can get with the green and the blue and the yellow and the pink. It comes in that set. I don't know if that was her inspiration for them, but it would make total sense if it was.
Yes, I watched a video, it was.
Okay, so Michelle saw her in a video that explained that that's exactly where her inspiration, and it certainly works because that's exactly where my mind was going.
She mailed a yellow highlighter to the printer and said, you need to match this color for her
Yes.
neon yellow.
Yeah, and I did see when she was talking about her thread collection with Aurifil, in how she had to work with them because you had to get that neon thread color, and so she worked with Aurifil to get those neon colors of thread to match. And I'm not exactly sure the process they had to go through to make that happen, but so here is the orange version of it. And you know, the funny thing is she started with kind of that gray neutral color, but it just takes on a totally different look when it's mixed in with the neon color that she's working with. So I'm going to try to get them all out here so you can see all the different colors and the 3 different versions. So here is another Fairy Flakes that has this aqua turquoisey color, which of course, one of my faves. There we go. I'm going to move this out of the way. But wait, there's more. Let me open this one. Here is the aqua stripe. She calls these tent stripes because they are the thicker stripes. What a fantastic binding these would make. So there's our stripes and our Fairy Flakes. So you can see this is darker, this is lighter. And then when we get to the polka dots, you'll be able to see how they all kind of work together. I'm telling you, I feel like it just keeps going. So here is the purple version of the Fairy Flakes. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. Look at that. I'm making a mess here, but don't worry. I'll clean my mess up so that you can see this a little bit better. Did I already do this one? Nope. Is it a totally different color? I think this is a totally different color. Okay, so another Fairy Flakes that is very similar, but you can certainly tell the difference between these pinks. This is really the neon pink color. And then this is kind of that brighter, I don't want to really call it salmon color, Pepto-Bismol color. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's really quite the right. Oh, and it looks like that stripe actually goes with this one. Okay, we're going to figure all that out as we get these opened. Let me see. Those are repeats. Okay, so we'll move this down there and we'll see what else we've got. All right, we've got more stripes. Okay, let's put this one out. I think, I'm not quite sure. We'll work it out. I don't think that's the right one that goes with that, so we'll figure that out. Here is the purple stripe. Purple tent stripe that goes with this Fairy Flakes. Let's move this down since we've kind of made a match there. All right. This looks like the neon pink that goes with this one. Do you guys see how that works? This one definitely the darker, this is lighter, and I think when we get to the polka dots, you're gonna see that neutral background is the medium. So let me do that. Okay, here we've got, we've done that one already. We just did the purple. Okay, these are repeats. Moving right along. All right, so this is a repeat of some of the animals, but did you know that she did come out with a pure white, smaller fairy flakes. So this also just released. So we got a few bolts of this. This was the original scale of her fairy flakes. And originally her background was more of a creamy color. And she had a lot of people asking for a pure white background on it. Well, ask and she delivered. So here is the pure white original fairy flakes. So let me just set that there. Now we've got our polka dots, and you're going to be able to see how these all start coming together. So these are the 3 options of coordinates in her neon true color. So you can see, actually that looks like it's the lightest one. So in this one, the polka dots is the lightest, medium, dark. So that is how she has kind of done the her neutrals in the background of these really, really bright colors. So let me pull out a couple of more so we can see how they're all working together. Here is her green polka dots. So we're still missing the green stripe, right? Haven't seen that one yet. So here is that combo. Move these out of the way. And then move this combo since it is. I guess I should do this all the same way so you guys can see it. Okay, let's see what else we've got in here. We've got our yellow polka dot. Where is the yellow? I think it's the yellow fairy flakes we have not come across yet, right? So there is that. Here is that bright orange. Oh my gosh. They really do glow. I don't know if that's what's showing in the video, but when you see these in person, I mean, these colors are just kind of glowing off of them. I just think it's so much fun. And then there's a blue dot. All right, so as I'm looking here, I'm seeing that somewhere there's a blue stripe and there's a couple of other fairy flakes that we are missing. So let's see. I don't see it in there. Got some dots and dots. So you didn't realize you're also showing us seeing if we got what we're supposed to get. Oh,
I do have a couple other boxes.
we have a couple other boxes. Okay, well, don't worry. Where there are gaps here, we know that there is a yellow, larger scale fairy flakes. There's also an orange fairy flakes that I'm not seeing. And there is a blue tent stripe that is not out here yet. But this is her neon true colors. We got multiple bolts of these and her Everglow. So now that I've got these out here like this, I kind of want to grab some of the animals so that you can see what they kind of look like when you start coordinating them with the true colors that she has done. So let me take him down this way. You can see that when I'm here, of course, his whole face is what kind of pops out. When I get closer to the blue, you can kind of start to see all the flowers that go around his head on that one. So I think that's lots of fun. Let's do neck for days. Look at how pretty that looks when you hold it up close to the purples and the pinks. But if those aren't your colors, you can certainly move down and put it with the greens and the aquas, and then they're going to pop right out. Then he becomes the star, and all of this sort of melts with those neutrals. Our hippos, let's put our hippos here with the pinks and the purples. Oh my God, those fish, they're just cracking me up. All right, so we've got that. And then our elephants. Let's go ahead and grab our blue elephants. And you can kind of see what happens when we put it next to the yellow. When we kind of come down here with the blue, you can see what comes out. But because this is predominantly blue, I would probably kind of stick to this area so that this becomes the star and then everything else just fades to the background. So, oh my gosh, so much fun, so much fun. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to show is we did get some pre-cuts of this. There are some patterns out there that take the 10-inch squares. So we did get some of the 10-inch square pre-cuts of this line. So of course there are lots of patterns out there that take the 10-inch square pack. That one's kind of messed up, so let me do this. But just wanted to show you the whole coordinate of True Colors is in here. The fairy flakes, the dots, the tent stripes are in this. So you might have a pattern that you're just going to get some yardage of the animals from Everglow, and the 10-inch pack of True Colors is there. So we got lots of those as well. Okay guys, I know this took a little bit of time, but how fun is this line? I can't wait for you to see it in person. Like I said, we'll get it checked in, and we'll call those people who wanted to know that it was here and give them a couple days to come in. So don't hold me to it, but possibly out on the floor on Monday, maybe. LQ's giving me the look like, I don't know. Maybe. We'll try our best. It might not happen that quickly, but we'll try. But we'll get it out, we'll get it checked in and out on the floor as quickly as we can, so that you can see it in person. It's just wonderful. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.